Welcome now to African Story. This story started in the ancient time in a tribe, Igbo tribe, in the southeast of Nigeria. The title of the story is Why Leopard Eats Other Animals. In a distant past in Africa, animals lived in their community. The king of the community was Leopard. Leopard was very rich. One day he invited all the animals to come and plant his crop for him. All the animals there were very happy because if you work for Leopard, he would feed you very well. So that was an opportunity for the animals to enjoy themselves, eat and drink. They were very happy about that. The only animal that was left out was tortoise. This was because tortoise was very old and so was no longer strong enough to plant crops. Although he was weak, tortoise was well known in that community. He was very old, the oldest man, and he had a lot of experience. He was very wise, but also he was very cunning. His compound was the cultural and social center of the community. All the meetings of the animals took place in his compound, and he was always the chairman of the meeting. At the center of the compound was a giant tree. If they had urgent meeting, chimpanzee will be called to drum on that tree to call together all the animals for the meeting. So when tortoise learned that he was left out in the planting, he was very, very sad, angry and depressed. So he started planning how to stop the animals from going to plant the crop. He investigated and found out the day the animals were going to plant the crop. Early in the morning that day, he took out his drum and came out in his compound and waited. The first animal that was passing was a chimpanzee. So he immediately saw chimpanzee, he started drumming. What will he say? He asked chimpanzee where he was going. Chimpanzee told him that he was going to work for leopard. He told him that leopard killed his mom and ate, and killed his father and ate. Chimpanzee asked, Toto, what did you say? You said that leopard killed my mom and ate, and killed my dad and ate. He said, yes. Chimpanzee cried and ranted. Then tortoise started to console him with the rhythm. Come and dance the rhythm. Come and join the rhythm. Come and join the rhythm. Judge, rhythm of your father. Judge, rhythm of your ancestors. Judge, rhythm that taught me to teach you. Judge, that taught me to teach you. Judge, that will He said, come and dance the rhythm. Come and join the rhythm. It's the rhythm of your fathers, rhythm of your ancestors, the rhythm that will wipe away your sorrow and uplift your soul. Ah, chimpanzee was very, very, very happy. That rhythm calmed him down. Then he asked Tortoise to teach him how to play the rhythm. Tortoise said, yes, I will teach you, but I will teach you more uplifting rhythm. And to play it, you need to drum on that tree at the center of my compound. Oh, chimpanzee was very happy and was going to get ready to drum. Now, Tortoise has got what he wanted. By drumming on that tree, the sound of that will reach the whole territory. And all the animals going to plant the crop for leopard would think that there was urgent meeting at Tortoise place. And for that, they would decide to attend the meeting before going to plant the crop. So Tortoise continued to urge chimpanzee to drum harder and harder. He gave him the upbeat rhythm. He was urging chimpanzee to drum hard and hard on that tree. And the chimpanzee drummed. He drummed and drummed. And the sound reached the whole territory. All the animals, including those going to leopard's place through other ways, heard the drumming. They all decided to attend the meeting, thinking that there was an urgent meeting at Tortoise place. As they were there, some of them have already arrived. They included antelope and the bush baby. So Tortoise drew their attention. He addressed them. He was drumming, asking them where they were going. They said they were going to work for leopard. He said, are you going to work for leopard when there is a great rhythm going on? This is the rhythm of your fathers. This is the rhythm of your ancestors. Throw away your tools and come and join, playing the rhythm. All the animals, they shoot away their tools and they picked all the equipment, all the drums in the compound, and they joined in drumming, dancing. As they danced, elephant was there. Elephant, a giant, a man of great size. He danced and danced and danced and danced with energy, shaking the earth with his stamping. As he did, chimpanzee ran out of control, drumming with all force on the tree, hooting, yelling, chanting. And this went on. As this went on, finally the last animal that arrived was gorilla. The last night, gorilla ate a lot of vegetables. And so he slept and woke up very late in the morning. When he arrived, there was no instrument left for him to play. So he just joined dancing. But as he danced, he played, he drummed on his chest. Wow, wow. And this went on, went on, went on. It was in the middle of this that tortoise told them that leopard killed their mother and their father and they ate them. So all the animals there were so upset that they cancelled going to plant the crop. Instead, they stayed playing the music. So this went on until the afternoon. Earlier on, leopard heard the drumming and they thought that the animals were drumming to energize themselves before coming to work for him. He also heard the drumming on the tree. He thought that chimpanzee were doing that to enhance the rhythm and fully energize all the animals. So he was very happy. In fact, he had in his mind of giving chimpanzee extra food and drink for doing that. But he waited and waited. It was now getting to late afternoon and nobody was in his place. So leopard started getting worried. He then set off to tortoise's place. When he got there, all the animals were there, carefree, drumming, dancing, singing merrily. Leopard was shocked. He was shocked. First, he calmed down. He approached tortoise and spoke to him privately. Tortoise, he whispered, what crime did I commit against you? You know these animals here, they are supposed to be planting my crop, but they are here drumming, playing. Why did you allow this to happen? Tortoise, you know, we respect you as the father of this community. We respect you for your wisdom and experience. How come that you have lost all these good qualities and start behaving like a foolish one who leads these animals away from occupation that sustains their life? You know this is planting season. If you allow them to come here and continue to play drum and dance and not to plant a crop, don't you know that we will all die of starvation? Leopard, tortoise called in reply and said, you know, our ancestors said, before you blame and condemn one, make sure that you don't have your own fault. Have you ever come across any good father who chases his children away when the children comes to him to enjoy themselves? Do you want me to drive away the animals without having a reason to do that? Yes, I am the father of the community, as you said. I am a wise person, but I'm not a prophet. Am I? He asked. Leopard shook his head in reply that Tortoise was not a prophet. He said, then why do you expect me to know that today is a day for them to plant your crop when you did not tell me so? If you had told me, I would have advised them to go and plant your crop. When they finish, they would be free to come back to my place and enjoy themselves. But you did not tell me so. Then why are you blaming me? Leopard bent his head down in regret and feel of guilt. Then he apologized to Tortoise and laid the blame on the rest of the animals. In anger, he went to the animals. You wicked, careless, heartless creatures. What have I done to you? When you promised that you were coming to work for me, but instead of doing so, you are here playing drum and dancing. All the animals replied together, we are not wicked and heartless. We only chose to play music and not to plant a crop. That doesn't make us wicked and heartless. What we call being wicked and heartless is when one goes about killing and eating other people's parents. That is what you do. And that's what makes you the worst wicked and heartless creature ever known. Leopard was enraged. He was infuriated. In anger, he jumped and chased all the animals. All the animals ran. Some ran to deep forest, some to treetops, some to caves. He chased them and chased them and chased them, and they vowed, "Since you have treated me so, I know you did this. You deceived me to waste my food preparing them, thinking that you were coming to work for me. But in the end, you didn't come and do that. I know you did this so that in the next harvest season, I and my family will die of starvation. Since you have done this, as from now on, you will be my food." So he started searching for the animals, catching, killing, and eating them. This is why leopard eats other animals. Yes, in every society there is a story, and in every story there is a message. What is the message here? The central message is importance of social inclusion. Everyone has his own gift, which is different from those of the others. We all have different gifts, whether we are weak or strong. When we all work together, these gifts complement each other, leading to community development. So excluding someone from community activity means excluding one of these gifts. In any community where this happens, the community will not develop. This is what happened in the animal community in this story. Leopard felt that Tortoise was weak, and so he excluded him from the planting. But he forgot that Tortoise had a lot of experience. If he had included him, his experience would have complemented the skills of the other animals and make the crop planting a success. Tortoise would have supervised the animals, giving them ideas about how to prepare the soil to make sure that the crop grow well. But because of the exclusion, this did not happen. Moreover, the crop was not planted. The worst of all, leopard lost all the animals and became their enemy. Consequently, the community collapsed. I hope you enjoy this story and learn something from it. Thank you very much. And I'll be bringing more story for you as time goes.